We were just all firing names. Who exactly said Burgerology? I don't remember. But we were like in a group chat or calling each other like burger this, burger that, burger this. As funny as it sounds and as stupid as it sounds, I hated the name Burgerology in the beginning.
Welcome to Staying Hungry. Today's guest is John Galatoulas from Burgerology. Did I get that right?
You got it right.
Awesome. So, John, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
We've known each other for well over 10 years. I started working with your parents at New York Burger Bar, and I think it's fair to say that's where Burgerology essentially morphed out of.
It's really where it morphed out of,
right?
Honestly.
Yeah, and that was in I think it was around 2015.
I was graduating high school. It was 2015.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was 2015.
Young guy. Yeah. So your parents, but before we even really dig into Burgerology, where did hospitality come from? I think your father were in the hospitality space?
Yes, my grandfather started, I actually think the year was, I think it was 1967, 1969, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Obviously, Greek immigrants. My grandpa and grandma moved here from Greece. My grandpa starts working at a place called Superg, which is funny how it ties in at the end of the story, which was a 5-unit soup and burger chain in Manhattan, 5 or 6 unit at the time.
Wow.
Similar to Burgerology, which is funny. He's working there for a couple months. He's loving it. He ends up becoming best friends with the owner, who ends up being my dad's godfather.
Okay.
Which is kind of funny that now my dad's doing Burgerology.
Right.
And he helps him out. He starts his own place called Little Den.
In New York City.
In New York City on 2nd Avenue and I think it was 83rd Street.
Was that in what, the 70s?
In the 60s, 70s,
okay.
Around
Gotcha.
Late 60s, early 70s.
Okay. And it was a brick and mortar location.
Brick and mortar location.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know how long that went on for?
Probably the better half of 10 years. I know he had Little Den, he had a pizzeria, and then he had like some kind of deli in Sunnyside and Woodside, Queens. But that was like really a true, like my grandma was working there. My dad was like a little boy on like a milk crate working there. My aunts were working there. Like it was a real immigrant family business. Unfortunately, my grandfather ended up getting sick. He had a couple heart attacks, had to get out of the business. And that's really where my dad kind of jumped into it because he did push carts in Manhattan.
Okay. Greek food?
Coffee, donuts, bagels, stuff like that.
Okay. When was that? In the 90s?
He was
2000s?
What year did he start? No, it's before I was born. I was born in 97, so this was sometime in the late 80s, early 90s.
Okay. So your family has, multi-generation.
Oh yeah, deep roots in the food business.
Got it. So your dad has the push carts, and then gets into New York Burger Bar, or
that's so my dad has the push carts. My mom and dad at the time, my mom was even helping him with the push carts, like buttering the rolls, making the fruit salads. Again, like really
hands-on
family business. Unfortunately, my grandfather ends up passing away. My dad wants to get out of Manhattan, comes to Long Island. My dad moved to Long Island, and they get into the coffee truck business.
Okay.
Which, as funny as it sounds, was the one business my father tells me that my grandfather said, don't do the coffee truck business.
Interesting.
I never met my grandfather. He passed away April 20th, 96. I'm born April 18th, 97.
Oh, okay.
So I'm the namesake, missed him by a year.
Okay.
So my dad does the food business, the food truck business, coffee trucks. I grew up in that business. Again, I'd help my dad wash the truck. Me and my sister would load it. When I was younger, I thought it was the coolest thing ever because we had like a snack box outside the house. My friends would come over. We'd raid it. I'd bring snacks to school. I'd sell them. So it was cool.
It was building your entrepreneurial spirit.
Yeah, honestly, looking back at it, my dad ends up doing that probably for like 15 years. But the last like 4 or 5 years, even though I was a younger kid, I remember him just not liking it anymore. Like not waking up happy to go to work.
It's tough. It's a tough business.
That's a tough. I give people a lot of credit.
I mean,
in that
what time
business.
was he waking up in the morning?
He was
4 in the
doing
morning.
Middle of the night, probably.
At one point, I used to go with him, even though I was like 7 sometimes. He would do like a morning route and a night route. So you wake up at like 3, 4 in the morning. You go down, you drive the coffee truck to the commissary, you fill up. That part I like. That was cool. I used to like going to the commissary with my dad, seeing like my uncles or like family friends, and like they used to make me like bacon, egg, and cheeses and stuff like that. But so by the time you're on the road, it's like 6 o'clock. By the time your truck's full, you come home probably at 2, 3, clean your truck, restock it, and then he'd go out again at like 7 at night for a night route,
Right.
From like 7 to like 9.
To get the like the
Depending.
factory
Yes.
and all the commercial
Come home,
space,
sleep,
yeah.
do it again.
Wow.
So it wasn't for him anymore. Then the business, before Burger Bar, my dad actually jumped into the restaurant equipment business with one of his best friends, Cristo. I call him, he's like my uncle.
Sure.
He's jumped into that. That seemed like, from a younger kid's perspective, like it was doing well. And then I remember one day my dad was just like, listen, I really want to do another restaurant. But he always wanted to do another restaurant. So when we were younger, we would drive by like spots like, I'm going to do this deli. I'm going to do this coffee shop. I'm going to do this. We never did them for whatever reason. But this one, like, he was serious. At that time, I started working in the restaurant industry at Empress Diner, if you guys know Empress Diner.
Yeah.
For Mike and Danny Panagatos. Great guys. Shout out to them. And they taught me a lot. They had me as, I was supposed to be a busboy. They didn't even put me a busboy. They made me like almost like the night manager, like the guy at the register.
Overnight.
and the waiter. But I was in high school and I ended up just loving it. And I think my parents saw that too, because they loved it. That's all that they really knew, my mom and dad.
Sure.
So my dad's like, I want to find the spot. Let's find the place. What should we do? And most Greeks, diners, Greek spot. We didn't like do any of that. And my dad's like lifelong friend, Richie Bedrosian. And my dad was like, listen, let's do a burger spot.
And that's where New York Burger Bar was born.
That's where New York Burger Bar was born.
Right. Your dad and Richie.
And Richie.
started
Yeah, my
in
dad and Richie
Massapequa.
Bedrosian.
And that was
Massapequa was the first location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was for several years before Burgerology. And I know there was a fire in there that was unfortunate. Everybody was okay.
Yeah.
But
Crazy.
it was definitely affected by fire. And then you guys, yourself, dad, mom, sister, went on to do Burgerology in Rockville Center, right?
Yeah.
So that was really the official kickoff of Burgerology.
Oh, yeah. New York Burger Bar was like the
Starting point?
graduate course to get to Burgerology. If you want to talk about it in school, it was like our doctorate. And then Burgerology
Learn.
happened.
Let's learn how to make a burger.
But we learned the hard way. Like, my dad made me the dishwasher, which now I appreciate it.
Sure.
But when I was like 17, I was like, what's going on here? The dishwasher with no dishwashing machine in the first New York Burger Bar, in the first restaurant. But we were all working. Richie Bedrosian was working like crazy. My mom was working like crazy. My dad, my sister, all of us were just locked in. And Burger Bar was so hot. It was going so up and up and up. And then unfortunately that fire happened in the basement. The electrical fire was the worst day of our lives by far. It was terrible because like you risk everything to open up the first store. It takes off, thank God, like a rocket ship. Then you think, hey, we're going to keep opening up these and push and New York Burger Bar, and that's the future, and that's what we want to do. And then bang, fire happens. We're distraught. And after a couple of weeks of like being really distraught, like truly distraught, like we were like, all right, let's start looking for another store. Let's maybe they'll not do a New York Burger Bar. That's a little more of a bar. Let's try to get into like the family game. And we find the spot in Rockville Center. And I'll never forget it. Me and my dad walk in, we see the spot, and we see the spot with Richie Bedrosian, who was our partner in New York Burger Bar. And Richie's going to laugh. I'm going to send him this. We walk in, and I'll never forget he says this. He was like, boys, and he's from Boston, so he has that like Boston accent.
The R's,
he's like, boys, this store is small. 2 people can never make money out of this store. You guys take it if you want. And I was like on fire inside, like, sorry for cursing, but like, fuck yes. Yeah. Like, let's take this thing. And then it just, thank God, we opened up and it just took off more than we've planned for, because you can never really plan for that. More than we thought, and it just like got legs of its own.
Where did the name come from, John?
So we were playing around with a ton of names. Our team at that time was, again, my dad, my mom, my sister, Josh Handler. I don't know if you...
I remember the name. He was
Josh
one of the managers, right?
Yeah. He was one of the managers. Great guy. I still talk to Josh like every other day, actually. And we were just all firing names. Who exactly said Burgerology? I don't remember. But we were like in a group chat or calling each other like burger this, burger that, burger this. As funny as it sounds and as stupid as it sounds, I hated the name Burgerology in the beginning. I was like, Burgerology, like, it's too sciencey.
Yeah.
I liked so in our kitchens, the PB burger is the proprietary blend burger. That's our signature burger. So I wanted to name it PB's. And our first Burgerology actually had a partner, Brendan Banks. You've definitely dealt with him too.
Okay.
He went on now. He owns Brendo's in Williston Park. Really good. Check it out. If you haven't checked it out, you should check out Brendo's.
Got it. I don't remember the name, but so Burgerology inside has kind of like a Einstein mathematical science. Yeah,
and pie up on the wall.
Who thought of that?
3.14.
Once the name got into fruition, we did want to be a family spot, so that was the focus. And then once we all agreed, like, let's do Burgerology. Really, my dad was, because again, I was fighting it, which is so dumb. But he's like, we're doing Burgerology. Then I don't want to say it was easy, but it got really easy after the name, because Burgerology, science.
The decor,
so
yeah.
Our logo's the atom.
Yeah.
Science. Now we can name the burgers after the scientists, and we could do crazy drinks and flasks and have our shakes called like experiments, and just, it was easier to play into the name once the name was established.
And at that point, you're only, what, 10?
Yeah.
At that point, no, New York. So the first first store in Rockville Center, I was 20. I was 19 turning 20.
Did you?
You're old. You were older than
right. Did you ever go on to college, or you went right into family business?
I never wanted to go to college. It was not for me at all. I went to Nassau while I was working in New York Burger Bar, but New York Burger Bar was really my college. Like, I was the dishwasher. I got promoted to like the fryer, then like the saute, and then the big day was when I learned the grill. I was like, oh, I'm invincible. I know how to cook on a burger on a Saturday night.
You made it.
So I went to college for like a year and a half, Nassau, and I told my mom, my dad knew I wasn't going to last in college. I was like, Mom, I'm going to put like pencils through my eyes if I have to sit through another college. Like, I'm doing this for you. I don't want to do college. I'm never doing anything with a college degree. You don't need a college degree to learn the restaurant business. You need to work. So at 17, 18, 19 years old, my friends, and I'm happy they did it, were at frat parties, partying, doing everything a college kid would do. I was like 7 a.m. blanching the fries in the store.
Right. That was your education.
That was my education.
Besides for, street smarts and learning from your parents. So you guys opened Burgerology. You have success with the name. And then at one point, was there 10 Burgerologies?
At one point, we shut 2 units. We had 6 now. It was 8.
8.
Yeah, 8.
Gotcha.
Astoria, that's no longer open. Our lease ran out. Great location. But again, the rents were going a little crazy. So we decided to just pull out of Astoria.
Yeah.
And Patchogue, which the store everyone talks about, it was our best store ever, which might sound dumb. Like, why would you shut your best store ever? But like, there's the parts of it that people don't see. Or we got dropped by like 2-3 insurances.
It was inside of a
It was
nightclub.
It was a nightclub.
Right.
It was like a nightclub sports bar.
The Emporium?
Spot, the Emporium.
Right.
So my dad's friend had the spot, Gus Burkettis. I don't know if you deal with him, and Ivan.
Okay.
And they were like, let's just do the tablets. Let's just do the tablets and try it out during COVID. So during COVID, again, we were, thank God for us, and I hate saying it because COVID was a tough time for everybody, but for the restaurants that carried like good delivery, it was better than what we would have thought. Right. Because burgers carry.
You were prepared.
We were prepared.
Yeah.
Like burgers, like delivery food.
Yeah.
So
it's easy.
We open up there as like a pop-up. No like anything thought like, hey, let's just get some of our kitchen guys, keep them working, or drive down to Patchogue. And it starts going up. Week 2 hits. And again, a little bit of luck plays in everything. And they allow the outdoor dining space. And we are the only outdoor dining space in Patchogue. And at that time, we had a crazy party brunch going on in Burgerology Astoria. Crazy. So like, let's mimic this brunch that we do in Astoria with a DJ, a little bit of nightlife into Burgerology Patchogue. It ended up surpassing Astoria. And then we were like, you know what? Let's get a DJ at night and let's do this. And then we ultimately ended up in the club business, which was not, again, the plan. It just like happened.
Yeah. But
the club business, it's a great business, but it's a very hard business.
That's why there's no more clubs anymore.
It's hard, man. It's fun.
Not the model of Burgerology.
And sometimes I think about it, I'm like, maybe we had another concept in mind called Cowboy Eddie's, named after my dad. And I was going to do like a Nashville and style bar there with like a bull riding machine and changing it up. We're like, you know what? Let's just focus on the baby, Burgerology. But it was a tough decision, like shutting Patchogue. We felt it. Like I would be in a store like Burgerology, Rockville Center, which is far. And I'd have parents come in and be like, oh, there's not a club here tonight too, right? And I'm like, oh, wow. Like this is.
So you were getting negative effect because of Patchogue and what comes with nightlife.
We were starting to get known as like it was our emails, our DMs, everything was like, oh, is there a DJ at this store? Oh, we have kids. We're going to cancel this reservation because we don't want the riffraff. So it was very hard to be like, hey, Burgerology Patchogue is a club. The rest is like your family-friendly local
burger milkshake.
You would have been better off rebranding that one to New York Burger Bar.
Yeah, maybe, honestly.
Like if you kept that thought going rather than Burgerology.
But it was tough. That was a tough decision.
Because like a big thing with Burgerology was the shakes, right? Like that was the social media. Because I live right by Rockville Center's location. Oh, nice. And my kids are like, let's go get the shakes.
I appreciate it.
And I always said, I think the hardest thing about those shakes is cleaning the actual glass.
The chocolate rim.
You know what, though? It's definitely the worst part of it, but a lot of people scrape the whole outside.
Really?
So, a lot. So, they kind of help us do the work. We rinse them off, throw it in the dishwasher 2-3 times after.
Yeah.
But they help us out.
I may be mistaken, but I feel like you guys were either first to the game or pretty early to the game of really stepping outside and doing something crazy with the milkshakes. And from what I can recall, which is over 10 years ago, you guys, I feel like your desserts definitely were at the forefront and you were starting to really gain a lot of traction.
There's a lot of imitation, I think now, but I agree. I think it was also, I think you guys were also ahead of the curve of following suit of where adding a bar to like a unique concept. Like we obviously know the guys like from the pizzeria and stuff like that where they've taken like this burger pizza mentality and say, how do we accelerate it a little and put like more of like a bar scene around it, right? Like you could go to Burgerology and not have a burger and there's a pretty cool bar there.
Yeah.
Dirty Taco, you have the same ones. It's built around more of like a social aspect rather than just going to eat.
100%. I think we tried to nail, and I think every restaurateur can say this, it's hard to appease every guest. So it's hard to have a solid bar and then there's a family and a 5-year-old's birthday there. But it can be done. Obviously at all different times, like you get different kind of customers.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was our thought process, was like, let's try to make a bar that like a bunch of people would like love and enjoy, like from a nice smoked old fashioned to then like a crazy cocktail that nobody's ever seen. And then our menu, even though it's burgers, it's pretty versatile. Like we have a lot of salads, we have a lot of chicken sandwiches, a lot of apps. So we try to fit all the niche, but still stick to our stamp of like, hey, we're Burgerology. We do burgers.
Yep.
We do milkshakes. And going back to what you said with the milkshakes, that also started at New York Burger Bar. That was my mom.
Yeah.
We had like a 15 or 16-year-old, probably 16, sweet 16-year-old birthday party. And for some reason, my mom got Pop Rocks and made like a crazy shake. And it was great. We're like, oh, wow, this is pretty cool. And then we went to Burgerology, Rockville Center. And then Josh Handler, who I mentioned before, started even making crazier shakes. And then it just went nuts.
And that must be such a draw for kids, right?
Yeah.
Kids often dictate, a lot what parents ultimately do. But you said it, that Burgerology checks the boxes where adults have something to eat, kids have something to eat, and then desserts can easily be shared. So when you pull in and attract family, then you got it.
Yeah.
And that's over 10 years ago, and you guys are still.
Yeah, and I think it was really, now with influencers and foodies and everything that you see on Instagram and TikTok, you guys were at the forefront of that. That was a big draw.
Maybe too soon.
Too soon.
Maybe. And I only say this, sorry to cut you off. We had, again, I didn't at least foresee what was going to happen, how it was going to take off. So the Burgerology handle for Instagram at that time was Burgerology Rockville Center. Insider Foods came in. We had like millions of views. World Star Hip Hop reposted us. But this is before like influencer culture was a thing. So like I didn't know how to like manage it, or no one did at that time. So we signed Burgerology Huntington like 3 months after Burgerology Rockville Center. And then we changed the Instagram, and even though we obviously still capitalized on it, I think about it now like, wow, knowing what I know now about like TikTok, marketing, influencers, like we just did it on a whim. We made the craziest shakes we could make, not thinking about influencers. And I think now people do maybe too much of this going to make an influencer come in.
Yeah.
Trying too hard?
I don't know if it's true, but like I think sometimes people sell stuff that they don't like. Like everything on the Burgerology menu, we legitimately eat all of it. Like we're coming out, I don't know when this is going to be posted, but June 8th is our new dessert menu, which is kind of like one of the original ones. Like we're back to like 7-8 milkshakes, 5-6 crazy desserts, and we really like up the bar again from our old dessert menu, like paying homage to it. But they're all stuff that like we actually like.
Yeah.
Like and would eat. So I think that's like the main thing.
What was it like navigating through COVID? Because you were really in the thick of it then, managing labor, food costs. Obviously, you said takeout worked well to your advantage. Did it accelerate the brand because of takeout and then getting those customers to come in?
I think it accelerated it during COVID. There was so much uncertainty that it was a time to strike. Like our Midtown location, we signed during COVID. Our Stony Brook location, we signed during COVID. Our Farmingdale location, we signed during COVID because there was deals to be made. They were scary making those deals because like we never lived through a pandemic.
Yeah.
But the first few weeks of COVID, it was terrible. Like it was really
no one knew what was going on.
Scary, where we were just open to get out of the house and try to pay our staff so they get out of the house. But I really think, and like as time went on, everyone wanted to like go out and experience again. And even if it was just to go to the store to pick up the order, that I think the brands that the food travels well, burgers, tacos, pizza, like you could have, it was a time to like really gain some market share because like I love steakhouse. I could eat a steakhouse every night. I don't know during COVID if I'm door dashing a $300 porterhouse to my house. You know, like you kind of want to eat that.
Yeah.
You want to sit down, white tablecloth, get the experience where the burger or a pizza or a taco, it travels well. So I think that was to the benefit of like a casual dining set, not in-house, because again, in-house was terrible, but you could have definitely survived off the delivery at that time.
Is that still a big piece of your business today
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
with all the food platforms?
Definitely. I think it's only going to grow, to be honest.
Sorry, Vin.
No, I was going to say, I think it's just keeps getting more and more. I mean, my kids, I was just saying the other day, my kids, you know, they like bet each other of which delivery driver is going to get to my house first because they order two separate things. I'm like, can we just order from one place? You know, this one wants a burger, this one wants Chipotle.
Funny.
And then they like take bets of like which guy's going to get there first. And I'm
That's
like,
funny.
yeah, who's paying for it? Yeah,
I actually like, maybe it's because I'm in the business, but I rarely, and I don't know if this is even dumb of me to say, order off the third party deliveries, but that's me. Like I like, if I order pizza, I want to go see, but I'm also in the business. So I like
Yeah.
seeing what's going on, talking to the people.
Just good to see what's going on. Yeah.
But it's amazing that like the third party apps, they keep growing. And I think that again, they're really only going to keep growing.
Are you guys inside UBS Arena still?
We're inside UBS.
Gotcha.
Arena.
Yeah. What's that like? Does that present different challenges? It's not your labor.
Not our, I wish it was.
Yeah.
I wish
that
it
must
was.
be a challenge because if something goes on by sheer associate, almost like Patchogue, where if something's going on there, you get associated, you know, in a possibly negative way. So what is that like? You know, navigating when you don't have as much control.
The exposure is great. It's UBS Arena. It's the only professional sports team on Long Island. So I think it helps solidify us as like a legit, strong Long Island staple brand.
Mm-hmm.
But it's tough because it's not my employees. So even though I actually did get to know a lot of the employees in UBS Arena, and they're great, but it's just different when like I'm not there, or my dad or my mom or sister, anyone, or John GM we were talking about from the corporate team isn't there. That I think a lot of quality can be ruined. And this is what I'd say about the arenas. If it's someone's first time having it and it's at UBS Arena, I don't think it's a strong representation of our brand, because it's only a smash burger there. And it's on the Martin's potato roll, which our smash burgers in store come with that. But I think if it's someone's like who's a regular Burgerology goer and they get it at the arena, I think that they'll understand that there's some like difference from getting it in store when there's our chefs that are trained, our managers.
Well, it's also timing.
this.
I mean, you have a burger at your store.
It's tough, man.
It takes a while to get it. I mean, they're not pre-made and
I'm not even I don't want it to sound like at all that I'm knocking the staff in UBS. They have to do it because they're serving, I don't know, 15,000 people. And it's really only 2 pops. It's before the game. And like, I think it's after the second period where they get rocked. So there's nothing you could do than you can't cook them to order.
no.
You're going to sell 1,000 burgers in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like you got to
Many people have no clue about that, how challenging that could be.
It's a bad look on us though.
Right,
So
right.
it's if I ever get a complaint about Burgerology, which if there is, I'd love to hear them to fix them. It's about the arena. So it's like the exposure is great.
Yeah.
But for the people that are trying Burgerology for the first time, I'm not happy with it, honestly.
Will you continue to be in UBS?
Probably not. Yeah, probably not.
Gotcha.
Are you allowed to like go there and, like you said, like manage, oversee quality?
We can, like, and again, my guys like John GM, like we've been to a bunch of games together trying to fix it. We've even been there when there wasn't games just to try to fix like some issues we were seeing. One of our head guys in the kitchen, Jose's even been down with us, but like I understand why They do what they have to do. I'm not joking. I've been there for a game trying to help them. It's, hey, you have 30 minutes, you're going to sell 1,000 burgers. Then you have what period to recover because you're going to sell another 1,000. And then if the Islanders win and everyone's in a good mood, you're going to sell another 1,000 burgers. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not blaming the staff at the UBA. What can you do?
Yeah.
Now, is it your...
It's our blend of meat.
It's your blend of
our
meat.
blend, our shake recipe. It's our house sauce. So it is the Burgerology ingredients, just handled, I think, this properly. Yeah.
And it's because it's like I want to say it's like a two-way street revenue-wise, right? Like there's a cost for you to be there.
100%.
And then there's also revenue that comes in, right? So, but which it's probably more of a marketing, like you said,
it's more of a
brand
marketing
play
expense
than it is a revenue producer for you.
Big misconception for anybody that thinks, oh, I'm going to go in the stadiums and get rich. No. It's possible to make money, but it's not like it's more. We knew going into it that, hey, we're not going to make a ton of money or any money really in this. We're going to just like solidify us on the map more. We didn't foresee like the challenges of selling, like the amount of we're the number one concession there for like 3 years in a row. So it's going to suck leaving. The only way we'll stay is if I could fully, like I know Shake Shack fully controls their concession in City Field.
Okay.
So if I could get a deal like that where it could be like actually my manager, my team, I'll stay. Yeah, I want to stay.
Because it's not that many days when you really think about it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Islanders play there, 40 games?
No, it's I think last year it was like
it's got to be over 100.
It was like 180 something events.
Okay. All right.
But some are
you're open and some aren't.
Stronger. Probably. We're always open because we're in the main thing.
Okay.
But some events aren't great turnouts. The Islanders are always great turnouts.
Sure, especially now with Matt Schaefer.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Islanders are playing well. You're an Islanders fan?
I'm not a huge hockey guy, but I am an Islanders fan.
Gotcha. Get out.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Mike's a Ranger fan.
Listen, I actually grew up a Rangers fan. One of my buddies' older brother was actually on the Rangers.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Matt Gilroy was on the Rangers. So I grew up like a Rangers fan because his brother Mikey was one of my good friends. Once we got into the arena, and I wasn't watching hockey at the time like religiously anyway, I became an Islanders fan.
I'm going to try to convert you back.
Yeah. Have you guys, I know you guys rapidly expanded up to, I think it was 10 locations.
Yeah. Around
is the goal to continue that? Is it to franchise? I guess what's on your family's plate right now in regards to, are you like, let's get this 6 and crush it before we kind of reevaluate it? Where's your head at?
Right now, we spent the better half of the past 2 years really like diving into operations, because I could go sign 5 leases tomorrow that are even good deals because like landlords like brands and this and that, but there's really no point of growth if you don't have your SOP systems and operations locked down. I mean, locked down. So we spent 2 years, maybe a little more than 2 years, really like getting our unit economics where we could understand them more, our food cost where it has to be, our payroll, our manager procedures, everything to make sure that the burger you have in Stony Brook is the same you have in Midtown. Which sounds easy, but it's hard because like we're a company now, I think of like 300 people. So people are people. People have good days. People have bad days. Sometimes the order the burgers get there late. Sometimes they get there super early. So we've been obsessive on focusing on just standardizing everything. And we're looking to start opening stores again, looking in like October, November of this year to really make a push to, I think Long Island has room for like another 2, maybe 3. But I love like Westchester, like the river towns, Westchester, Nyack, Tarrytown, Eastchester, Portchester. And then hopefully branch out. That'll be the ultimate goal to keep growing.
John, doing that, how do you guys plan to do that? You know, as far as like your family works in the business, you have John GM. Are there others inside Burgerology that are of that caliber and capability that you think you can promote from within?
100. I think promoting from within, and everything I'm saying is from trial and error. I think promoting from within is the best thing. I really do. Like if we have, like John GM, for example, started out as the single unit manager because I was the only store we had. He oversees the whole company now with me. So like guys like Jose, who runs all of our kitchens, he started out as a cook, just a cook in Rockville Center. He probably has like 60, 70 cooks under him now.
Wow. So he's instrumental with setting the menu, adjusting it. I'm sure with collaboration, you guys.
He helps us with everything you said, but he's more like knee deep in it than all of us. Like if I have to, I did it a few weeks ago actually. If I have to jump on the grill, I'll jump on a grill. Like I actually love it once in a while.
That's what you went to college for.
Yeah, that was my college. Burger University. Yeah, Burger University.
But
your dad taught you well. Like you can jump into anything. We say it all the time with our business. It's like you need to know how to do it because otherwise then you're a prisoner to the people that are doing it and you may not like them, right? You want to be able to be like, if I need to get rid of this guy tomorrow, I know what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know?
I was lucky though that my parents opened up the New York Burger Bar when I was like 17. So I knew that I had like time on my side. Like if it took me 5 years to master the kitchen, I'd be 22.
Right.
So like we took advantage of it. But to answer your question, we definitely have the right people right now on our team that if we want to open up more stores and we need another regional manager or someone controlling ops or COO that we feel confident in the people we have.
Nice. What about social media, and in particular, like I follow you guys and I see you talk about the burgers, fresh fries and all that. How important is that to you guys? And I can't imagine you're swaying from that because that's why people come in to see you.
So I think a little bit of what you were saying before, we were, I don't know if the first, but one of the first to really nail it on Long Island with the social media. I think we lost a little bit of that social media touch because we were growing so fast. In the last 2 years, we've just been obsessed with ops. I mean, like obsessed. And now, again, like we meet every Tuesday, the corporate team, and we go over like where we were, where we are, where we want to go. And we go over some things and we were like, hey, we were like one of the first with like this brand, social media. We kind of detoured from it to focus on everything else, which we needed to. But hey, let's not forget social media.
Where it started.
So yeah, we hired this girl, Nicole, who is our head of marketing now for Burgerology. She's been great. She's the one like making all the skits and the videos. And we're really going to give it that push that I'll take the blame for it, that we kind of took the foot off the gas on social media, which we shouldn't have. It was the opposite. Like we did it when it was like super early. Then we kind of stopped when everyone else was doing it. Yeah, we were so focused on growth, ops, this, that now we're like, hey, let's go back to like what really started the brand was good burgers, crazy shakes, social media, and it took off.
Gotcha.
Yeah, well, it's you learn fast also that there's only so many things you can do. Yeah. Right? The importance of a good team and, allocating certain responsibilities to each person because, you're like, all right, you're like growth. And then you're like, oh shit, I've got to do stuff.
Oh shit, we don't post on social media anymore. Hey, it's 2026. We got to get back on that.
Yeah. Or you just assume that it's going to like take care of itself and then it doesn't. So you mentioned just like, keying in on your numbers. How is like technology, I mean, whether it's POS system, accounting systems, really helped control like food costs because
huge.
That's crazy right now. I guess talk to us a little bit about that.
Food cost is crazy. And again, for any restaurant guys that watch will know, like you can't predict anything. Like in April, our tomato price, which think about Burgerology, tomato goes on almost every other burger, went up like double and a half. Let's say we were buying them for $30, they're up to like $90 a case of tomatoes. So, and then it was eggs, then avocados, then meat prices are still up. So food cost is nuts. You don't know what's gonna come up, then come back down. It does seem like they all eventually come back down, which is good. But to answer what you said, I don't think I could properly navigate a company without like the AI tools or the technology. Like there are some really good systems out there that could, if you put the time in to do them, will give you conclusive, like detailed evidence of like, hey, this really cost you this. Oh, if you change that, that's what this could cost. And it does a lot of the work that I can't imagine before like technology was around, like how these restaurant groups are operating. Like I'm being honest, I don't think personally I could do it. Like I rely on, like we use Toast, but our software that we use for like inventory and everything is Margin Edge. So, I mean, the numbers that they give you, again, you have to put the work and you have to set it up. Like someone has to be dedicated to
the
it.
recipe, and
it's tough because when we first started something 4 years ago, we started Foodager. Didn't end up working out, but didn't work out because like I was cooking and I was trying to make the food. My sister, who's as equally involved as I am, was head of like all like the bar stuff, but she's like behind the bar also trying to like code an accounting program. So it was hard. You got to have someone dedicated or pay another third party to do it. But once it's up and running, you'll really know like lifetime, like your food cost, your labor cost, your anything, what percent you're at with payroll. Hey, let's try to give more. And sometimes it's a positive. It's not always like, oh, wow, we could have saved. Like what we've done good at it was like, hey, we could up the portion on some stuff. Like where we want to be food cost wise. I think in today's economy, values everything. Let's give more fries. You know what? The short rib on that burger, let's give more. So it's not always, I think the negative connotation, sorry if I'm going on a rant, is people think it cuts everything. If you use it right, it can actually show you where to gain.
Some good insight. And
yeah,
along the lines of, really the purpose of Staying Hungry is just to bring value to our listeners and maybe, some, get some education, through story. What is it like being in a family business? Is there enjoyment doing it? Does it bring challenges? Both?
All the above.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's the best thing.
Yeah.
And that's not me just saying it. There's sometimes throughout the day though, because it's family, it's more emotional, where it could be tough. So like, again, my sister's my right hand. My sister's my partner in the business. But it's my sister. So when we argue, it's not like I'm arguing with a business, but I'm arguing with my sister.
Yeah.
So it's like,
can only go so far.
We're going at it. We're this, we're that. But at the end of the night, it's always good.
Mutual respect.
Yeah, of course. And I wouldn't want to do it without like my family. And I don't think Burgerology could even be possible because everyone's had some, like my sister has a lot of heavy influence on the bar. My mom has a lot of heavy influence on the aesthetic. My dad has a lot of influence on the whole package. I had a lot of influence on the food and now I'm following under my dad. Like, so everybody had their own niche. But yeah, some days we kill each other. Some days we go at it.
And sorry.
No, I was gonna say, how is that also like? You said that you're getting married this upcoming summer. Obviously, your bride to be. How's that relationship with the family and bringing someone into the family now, being in the restaurant space?
It's good that luckily my fiance just graduated. She got her doctorate, so she does not need to work in the restaurant space.
Very nice. Congrats to her.
But me and my fiance, we grew up together. We know each other since we were 12. So my
knows
parents
your life.
have loved her forever. I love her parents. Her sister's like my sister already. Like my sister, my fiance Vasya, are like legitimately friends.
Yeah.
Not just because.
So she knows what she's,
Oh, she knows what
in.
she's getting into. When we first started dating, it was during COVID. It was during COVID where we started like actually dating, and I would go from Astoria to Patchogue, back to Astoria. I forgot what piece of equipment. It was one special equipment that because COVID happened, that they stopped production, but it was like crucial to our operation. So every night, me and my now fiance would go from Burgerology Astoria to Patchogue, use like whatever machine we need to use, and drive all the way back. So she knew what she was getting into. Long car rides. Again, I think like everything. Some days she probably loves me in the restaurant business. Some days she's probably like, I haven't seen this guy in a week. He's at Burgerology all day long.
What is her doctorate in?
Nurse practitioner.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Smart cookie.
Is she gonna work?
She went to college for the both of us.
Got it.
I'll stick in the burgers.
Yeah.
She did all 8 years.
She's gonna work here on Long Island.
Right now, yeah, she's at LIJ.
Okay.
She's looking where she's gonna like get accepted for a job, but yeah, Long Island. The city's far. Anywhere else is too far.
Yeah. Yeah. John, where do you see Burgerology in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? Maybe other brands that you guys may bring to market?
We actually started. I have a business partner in it in Farina. I have a partner, Adi. It's about 7-8 months old. It's almost like a Chipotle for pasta. It's on 2nd and 89th, which is funny. It's like 5 blocks away from my grandfather's original restaurant. So that was a new concept me and Adi thought of together, and it's been fun. It's been super. It's completely different than a Burgerology. It's 300 square feet. I have 4 employees, but we make all the pasta in house. As other brands, I mean, I never want to say no. I look at a new space and have an idea every day. That's what my dad does. My dad will call me. I found this spot. We got to do Greek. We got to do Mexican. We got to do a coffee shop. I'm like, whoa, slow down. But for Burgerology, I see significant growth. Yeah. Well, I definitely think of 2-3 more on Long Island, but out of state, even upstate, that's the baby. That's like the family brand. We're focused on everything we do, but I really want to keep just like refining it, using more like the AI tools that we were talking about, get back into the social media and try to push it as organically and as smoothly as possible.
If you went back to your high school to talk to young students and talk about restaurant hospitality, what would you share with them? Would you encourage them?
I would encourage, that's a good question, because restaurants truly are tough. I would, if they were going into the restaurant slowly I want to make so much money, I'd say, hey, there's definitely money you can make, but this is not just the money game. Like I think I was bred to, like now that I look back at it, like my parents like bred me for like hospitality. So I loved it. So I would tell any kid now in high school, if I would go back to Mepham, like, hey, if you truly love it, or if you grew up in the business, and if you don't care sleeping at the stores, which when we opened up New York Burger Bar, there were nights that I was prepping that I basically slept there, sleep in a booth or something. If you don't care about work-life balance, because there is no such thing as work-life balance, if you don't care about missing birthdays, graduations, parties, this, that, and you truly have a passion about what you do, I'd say jump into it, because for me, it's fun. There is some days where I'm like, screw this, but it really is a fun business.
Nice. What else, Finn?
You brought up that we said earlier that you are getting married, you're going away, but what do you like to do kind of when you're away from Burgerology? Travel, just... Do you go out to eat a lot yourself with your fiance?
I do.
What's your
steakhouse? He said it's steakhouses.
Steakhouse.
What are some of your go-to places?
Go-to steakhouses. Wow.
Or
Peter
anywhere.
Luger's, Rare 650. But I even like, and I'm so biased because I'm Greek. I can eat Greek food every day, man.
I'll
go
I'm
to-
Italian,
That's
but
my
I love,
favorite.
Like avra, which is super,
Yeah.
super high end, and then anywhere to like Telly's or my favorite Kiklades, where have you guys
Bayside?
been to Kiklades? Bayside in Astoria,
Yeah.
where it's just like so authentic Greek food.
I
So
haven't
those
been,
are
but
places I'm eating.
There's a place that I go when I go down to Fort Lauderdale. There's a Greek
I already know
place that
Greek
we
Isles.
No, not Greek Isles. There's this other place, but like the husband and wife that run it remind me of your parents.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like, they just like, it's that typical Greek husband wife. But whenever I go there, I always laugh. I'm like, it's like I know these people just not in New York.
just in another world.
Yeah, just a couple of states north.
But I eat out more than I'd like.
well, really, John, thanks for coming on today. Thanks for sharing. You guys have been inspirational, and sharing this story. And I say you guys, really, I know you speak on behalf of your family, and I've been fortunate enough to know them over 10 years and certainly have treated us well, and proud to call you guys clients of ours. But keep at it. There's so much success ahead of you, and I think you're certainly well beyond your years. And I can't believe that you're 17 years younger than us.
I was born in '97. I was like,
Wow.
I almost was graduating high school.
But really continued success. All the best to you guys, and certainly a bright future ahead of you, and certainly happiness and health to you and your future wife this summer. So
Thank you.
thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming
appreciate
on.
it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. We an honor to be on the podcast. So
Thank you. His first podcast.
I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie.